Hello and welcome to the Indian Constitution class by Lakshmikant. And today we are starting a new endeavor to cover the whole Lakshmikant book. Today we will see the historical background which led to the establishment of Indian Constitution. Let's move. The British came to India in 1600 as traders in the form of East India Company, which had the exclusive right of trading in India under a Charter Act granted by the Queen Elizabeth I. In 1765, after getting the Diwani rights of Bengal, which helped the East India Company from becoming a trader to an administrator, and by the end of the Sepoy Mutiny in 1857 and the Government of India Act of 1857, the Crown assumed the direct responsibility of ruling India, and from 1857, which lasted till 1947. And we will see a lot many events along the British rule that lay down the legal framework for the organization and functioning of the government and administration in India, and those frameworks which ultimately led to the establishment of a constitution, or which made the foundation for constituting uh, the basic constitutional structure in India. As we discussed in the last slide, that there were certain events or steps taken by the British government right from 1773 till 1947, which ultimately gave a legal framework for the Constitution of India. We will start with the Regulating Act of 1773, which was passed by the British Parliament. We'll see this act is important because of three reasons. First, the first measure taken by the Crown or the British government to regulate the affairs of East India Company. Till 1773, East India Company was just a private company which was established uh, by a charter granted by Queen Elizabeth I. And from 1773 and onwards, through this regulating act, the English Crown started regulating the affairs of East India Company, and it recognized for the first time the political and administrative function of East India Company. It laid foundation for a central administration in India. Because of these three reasons, this Regulating Act of 1773 is important. And there are other features too for this Regulating Act. The first one was, and the most important one was, till the Regulating Act of 1773, the Governor of Bengal or Governor of Madras or Governor of Bombay were almost same and shared almost same power. Through the inaction of Regulating Act of 1773, the Governor of Bengal was designated as the Governor General of Bengal, and the governors of Bombay and Madras were made subordinate to the Governor General of Bengal, and Warren Hastings was the first Governor General of Bengal. And there are other provisions also for the establishment of a Supreme Court at Calcutta, comprising one Chief Justice and three other judges. It prohibited the servants of the company from engaging in private trade or accepting any gift from the natives. And through this act, the British Crown started holding or controlling the East India Company's affairs in India. These all are the features of the Regulating Act of 1773. In the coming classes, we will see about the Pitt's India Act, which was passed in the 1884, and many other acts and legal frameworks which ultimately led to the constitution of and modern India. And for the time being, thank you.